Sup, Papas? I'm thinking about my old man, my dad, my real father, not that monster that fucking raised me. And you know, I'm feeling a little emotional. So what do these gang stalkers do? They hop on this fucking thing, and they've used this one before. And it's got no basis in any sort of logic or reality, but, you know, I mean, look at what we're dealing with here. That I have multiple personality disorder. Now, a change of tone due to the content and emotion of the information being presented is a little bit different than a change of personality. Well, a lot different. But, you know, there's not much to you. There's not many dimensions to you. You're very shallow people. And so you can't understand that, you know, because you have a few masks you put on. And then there's the real you, you know, when you're home with your family that a lot of people don't see. And then you have your false personas that you project out into the world. And, you know, like I said, it's not much to you. You're very shallow. You don't understand a multifaceted person. You don't understand anyone with depth. It just confuses you to try. But, you know, you continue. Yeah, I don't have different personalities. Fucking idiots. And impersonations are not personalities, okay? That's called comedy. Oh my God, wow. Like, we're fucked as a fucking race of species, human beings. Look who we fucking, look at. And not all, certainly, thank God not all human beings, but I mean, look at these gang stalkers in particular. The fucking level of ignorance is, and I'm talking all the way up. Going all the way up. All of them. From the low-level local gang stalker all the way up to the fucking that fucking orange bitch. The level of the ignorance is astounding to me. I don't know how. Okay, if you're gonna fucking, I don't know everything either. Certainly not. And there are areas in my life where I'm really weak in. I'm a very right-brained individual. So any sort of technology, I think it's really interesting, but I really have to fucking put all of my focus to learn it. It's not easy for me to learn it. Mathematics, either. But, you know, writing, acting, music, all of that is just psychology, spirituality. That is second nature to me, and I just fucking soak up any information like a sponge, really. It's effortless. So I certainly don't know everything either, but, you know, I'm not going to spout out shit about computer science if I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm not just going to throw some fucking term out there so I sound like I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't know what the fuck is what with that. I'm not even going to pretend, but that's what they do. Like saying I have schizophrenia when I have no auditory or physical hallucination, no visible or visual, sorry. hallucinations. That is impossible. It's like saying someone's having a heart attack, and they don't have any chest pain, or saying someone is in diabetic crisis when they have a normal blood sugar level. It makes no fucking sense. And can be so easily disproven. Another tactic of the gang stalkers and their smear campaigns is to say I'm some sort of pervert. Now, if I won't even date a man in his late 20s, do you think, or in his 20s period, just a legal adult, I wouldn't consider that. And, from my past relationships, you can see that there's a pattern there. I like men my own age, maybe a little bit older, a little bit younger, but certainly not decades younger than myself. I just would not feel comfortable. And, so for them to say I'm some sort of fucking pervert or fucking child molester or something is fucking insane. I mean, it's fucking, it's crazy. I don't do anything sketchy on the internet. I'm not engaged in any criminal activity other than I smoke weed. That's the only fucking thing I'm doing that's breaking the law, and that's ridiculous. Because cannabis really helps people like me, people that are ill. It helps us. It helps people with cancer. It helps people with AIDS. It helps people with glaucoma. Helps people with Addison's disease, or secondary adrenal insufficiency, to be precise. Right? So this is the fucking goofy shit they come up with. Or that I was a gang member. I was never in a gang. I was never in a gang. Which I don't think, at fucking 50 years old, I don't think you should be holding anything against me like I fucking did as a kid. Oh, you were a gang member like fucking 40 years ago. I mean, is that even relevant now? But, I was never in a gang. My first tattoo was a Latin King cross because I fucking liked it. I was never in a gang, ever. No, not once. I had friends that were gang members, in all different kinds of gangs, even rival gangs. I had all kinds of friends, man. I had friends that worked executive job, and that, in commodities. I was friends with some of the bosses. Yeah, I worked in commodities as a kid. At 17, I worked as a runner, and then I worked my way up. When I left in my early 20s, how old was I? 21, I think? Yeah. I had worked my way up to where I was taking actual customers' orders and dealing with their accounts. Yeah. I did that. So I was the person you would call and say, buy me 5 March wheat at fucking market value. And I would fucking be the first person besides the customer in that long chain of command in the commodities industry. Yeah. And when I fucking don't like to name drop. I've met some celebrities in my life. And when I was a runner, I hung out with Chris Farley every fucking day. And then at work, because he worked for a different company, but they were on the same half aisle that we were on. Our company took up 2.5 aisles by the corn pit, and his company was on that half. It was just him and another dude. That's it. So the guy on the phone, and then he was the runner, and we fucking hung out all the time, and then we'd go out all the time. Because I had my jacket with the badge, they assumed I was 21. So I was getting into the fucking Cactus Club and shit, places like that, at 17, hanging around with Chris Farley. And we'd be crying. We'd make each other fucking laugh so fucking hard. And we'd have a crowd around us wherever we went. And we rarely had to buy drinks because we were funny and people just bought us shit. Oh my God, we had so much fucking fun. That dude could fucking party down, man. He would be in the same shit for like 3 days in a row. Same work clothes would be all wrinkly by the fucking third or fourth day. Like, god damn, dude. Slow down. So, yeah. I don't know where the fuck I was. Yeah, I went on a totally different fucking path there. Went on a little tangent. But what happened with Chris and I, and this is unfortunate, was he would play practical jokes. And I got this shitty fucking haircut, and I didn't want to go to work. You know, I was like fucking humiliated because somebody gave me a shit haircut. So he taped some Bo-Rix ad or some shit on my back from the newspaper, and I ran orders out like that, and everybody was laughing at me, right? So he would always joke around about his weight. So I found this quotation in the newspaper that said, "I hate being fat," in quotation marks, and I taped it to his back and sent him out. Now, we were always fucking playing practical jokes on each other, and I did not mean to hurt his feelings. But apparently I did, because he fucking went off on me. You know? I was like, dude, fuck, I'm trying to explain to him. And he just was not having it. He wasn't having it. And I was not trying to hurt his feelings. It was just a practical joke. I was 17 fucking years old, you know? And so he just was going off saying all kinds of shit. And fucking crowds gathering around me saying the shit. I was getting fucking pissed, so I started saying shit. So we're fucking in the most major ass fucking cut down fight of the world with a big crowd of traders around us. And it got heated, man. And then they're like, fucking go back by the fucking desks, you know. So they sent us over there by where all the rows were and shit. And he came over by me with a rubber band and a fucking paper clip. He was gonna shoot it at me. We were fucking going at it. So my manager, Randy, he's this fucking big black dude. He walks up to him. He's like, no, you're not doing this to her. You need to go over there. So he did. And, you know, we never resolved that. And years later, I was bartending at this bar in Bridgeport, the Bridgeport area of Chicago. And this guy came in there that I worked with at that company. And he was like, holy fuck. They're still talking about that shit with you and Chris Farley. Well, this was 10 years later. I was like, God damn. I said, he handed me my ass. And he's like, oh no, you had some good ones. They're still talking about it. They reminisce about it because he was still in the business. So, yeah, you know, fucking smear campaigns, I'm going to squash all that shit. Your fucking reign of terror is almost over, man. The shit you've done to me is fucking, it's despicable. It's inhumane what you have done. And the whole world's going to know. No matter what the fuck you try to do, cover up your fucking tracks, it's over now. I'll be free soon.